Good morning, this is Dr. Jeff Kim, and today I want to talk about using your story to strengthen your instructional design and branding. It's a workshop that I'm providing at Cal State University Fullerton, and I'm going to talk about how I also tell my story as well in my various roles, whether it be as the author of the Korean American Studies course, or as an instructional coach, or as a professor, and once again connecting to a series of 3 different professional learnings I'm providing. The first was on branding and creating a YT channel. Today we'll be discussing story, and then the next workshop we'll be discussing civic engagement and social justice. So what are the learning objectives today? We're going to just begin with why using story. I'm going to share some examples of how I've used story, and then I'm going to give the group a chance to kind of think about their next steps. Once again, I think it's helpful when doing this kind of work because, sometimes we're doing this work and it's not necessarily directly a part of our job description. So you want to do things that are going to be super meaningful for you. So think about, and I'm going to encourage the group to think about what's meaningful to them, the daily activities that align to their daily purpose, what they love, what the world needs, what you're good at, what you can get paid for, and kind of thinking if they could find that ikigai, the reason that leads to purpose, fulfillment, and satisfaction. So what is story, and what is your story? And why use story? So I think that's very important to kind of think about. I think we all have a powerful story. There's a shape that we've been created for a purpose. What is that purpose, and how are we going to tell that story? Now, for myself, my channel at Family YouTube channel is about helping students find out what they're good at so that they can do good with it. And so what is your story? What is your brand idea? What's your YouTube channel idea? Now, here's some examples of different places where I've used story. One place is with the ribbon cutting ceremony. I was actually invited by the Greater Irvine Chamber. In my role, they actually donate quite a bit to schools and provide kids' meals to celebrate student achievement. So I had a chance to tell that story. Very recently, I also had a chance to participate in a peer assistance leadership campaign, a kindness campaign. I value the idea of accelerating compassion in school places, so that's a story that I told. Another story is students having a chance to tap into the funds of knowledge of their parents and together create a shijo poem. It's similar to a haiku poem, but the number of syllables is a little bit different, and many of the students tapped into their plurilingual ability, so they might be speaking a different language as well as English. Another example is I created a video on highlighting our new book that came out, Education for Love and Wisdom. And then when I shared that with the faculty, it ended up actually playing throughout the entire university as well. Also celebrating and wanting to tell the story of the 3rd Annual National Korean American Studies Conference. So I had a chance to tell that story a little bit. And my topic was on Korean American elected officials and why representation matters. And that's an important part of the story I want to tell as well. We also had a visit from the state, a good visit to look at a deeper dive into what community schools can look like. And so I had a chance to tell that story through vlog. And then, of course, I've been wanting to learn more. And sometimes these kinds of learning opportunities, and I had a chance to talk to Hapen Im, who's the founder of FACE, and it's an important organization in Los Angeles. So having a chance to learn from that podcast as well. And then having others also amplify their story as well, whether it's NPR, NBC, NBC, the Korea Times, universities, conferences, or podcasts, like the Love and Wisdom podcast that was on not too long ago. Having others also amplify your story is very powerful. So I'm going to then challenge the group, and I'm challenging you as well. What is your next step to tell your personal story? So now that you have your YouTube channel, your brand, what is your next step? And then I like Think Media. They just say, just press record. Doesn't have to be perfect before you begin. Just begin. Just press record. I like that.